Much at this point, we're just gonna recognize one more member of the Senate to ask a question. I'd like to announce that after the questioning by Senator Frank, we need to suspend already the proceedings and to resume tomorrow morning, and that bukas pong umaga, ang unang-una po nating pasasalitain dito ay si Police Director General De La Rosa para ibigay na po ninyo ang report, and then magtatanong na ho kami sa inyo. So, Senator Frank, please.
Yes, very quickly lang. General, ilan na po ba ang namatay? How many died out of police operations? Because we get conflicting reports. According to the count of the media, there were 684 drug-related killings. But in your testimony before the committee of Senator Lacson, you said there were 665 legitimate police operations which resulted in deaths, and 899 deaths, including possible vigilante killings. So ang tanong po, just so that we can prepare for tomorrow's hearing, ilan na po ba ang namatay dahilan po sa ating kampanya sa droga?
Your Honor, total of, as of today, 712 are killed in police operations.
712 in police operations.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, as of today.
What's the covered period starting from what date?
July 1, Your Honor. Since I assume, July 1.
July 1 to date. Okay. 700.
Excuse me, to date or last Friday? Kasi I understand every Friday yung oversight, ano nyo eh. So, as of Friday.
As of today, sir.
As of today.
All right. 712.
Now, how about the so-called vigilante killings? How many are reported? Since July 1 also.
Your Honor, it's, as of today, it's 1,067 deaths under investigation.
These are the non-police operations.
Outside of police
Outside
operations.
police. So a total of 1779.
Yes, Your Honor.
No. 1067 is the vigilante, is the non-police
Non-police operations.
Okay, the police operations is 712.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kaya ang kabuuan ay 1,779.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Ngayon, pangalawa po, dito sa police operations, mayroon mga spot reports dito, hindi po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Madam Chair, can I request our witness to bring in all these spot reports to the extent possible, especially those in the Greater Manila area and in the subsequent hearings, the others outside of Manila. But I assume that the most number of deaths occurred in the NCR. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
How many deaths in the NCR? Just police operations.
It's 269, Your Honor, for NCR alone. Killed during police operations.
260. All right. So can we have at the very least? What about Region 4, which is also near NCR? How many have died? So 269 na ba?
Your Honor, all these figures are contained in my presentation supposed to be, Your Honor.
All right.
Ando lahat ng data.
Okay, good. So that we won't tarry any longer on this.
Yes,
But
sir.
can you just bring the spot reports for all of these cases?
Your Honor, for your info, all these cases, either death during police operations and death outside police operations, yung DUI, death under investigations. Meron po itong corresponding case folders, Your Honor. Nandun po yung spot report, nandun yung mga progress reports at saka updates sa investigation ng kaso.
Okay.
Meron po yan lahat.
So you will bring all of these records tomorrow?
Yes, Your Honor. Kung
And-
tomorrow, Your Honor, yung nasa Mindanao, kung kaya pa
Hindi,
LBC
kung ano lang
bukas.
po tayo, kaya nga sinasabi ko lang, NCR, Region 4,
Region 4.
Region 3.
Yes, Your
Region,
Honor.
NCR, Region 3, Region
4.
4.
4A. 4A.
4A.
Yes,
Para
sir.
po yung malapit lang. So, can you bring all of these cases together with the spot reports?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, just how many, tomorrow will include also how many cases have been filed in court
Yes, Your Honor.
or with the fiscal's office? Wala pa siguro sa huskado, ano? Sa piskalya pa lang.
Yeah. Your Honor, out of the 1,067 death under investigation, we have already filed 268, Your Honor. So, 268 cases were cleared from the 1,067.
From the
1,067.
268 were filed in the fiscal's office.
Yeah, were cleared, Your Honor, yeah.
What have we cleared?
Meaning filed in
So,
fiscal's office.
identify po kung sino yung akusado?
Identified po yung suspect.
Sige. So, if you can also bring these cases, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how about on the 712? Mayroon na bang na-file ng kaso ang ating mga, mayroon na bang kaso ito, may na-investiga ba ito sa 712?
Ongoing investigation by the IAS, Your Honor. That's motor proprio. Pag may namatay sa police operations, motor proprio po ginakanda ng IAS ng investigation.
Wala pa pong naisampa sa piskalya?
Wala pa, Your Honor, except doon sa dalawang akusado doon sa Pasay case, yung namatay sa loob ng station.
Yung
All
one-
others, ongoing pa yung investigation.
Yun lang po, so that we all these records they can bring tomorrow.
Point of order lang, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator
Madam,
Frank.
just point of order. We are here also to educate the public, and I started out my opening statement with the term extrajudicial killing, which we have an AO 35. In the same manner, I think it's unfair to the PNP and to this administration na gamitin yung vigilante killings kasi alleged yun eh. No, so let's just use the normal terms, murder, homicide, or yung death under investigation. Pag sinabi kasing 1,000 na yung vigilante, kaya nagre-react yung international community. Akala nila lahat eh. As I pointed out, Madam Chair, just as a last point, mas maraming patay araw-araw during the time of President Aquino. But we didn't call it vigilante kahit na drug-related o kahit na kapwa carnapper. So may I request the PNP and all of our members, diba, that let's follow the judicial and the industry, or in this term, the accepted terms, no, which is murder, homicide, death under investigation, extrajudicial killings, no.
Well,
I
Madam
think such a
Chair,
comment
the vigilante
has
term
elicited.
is used by the police themselves at saka sa media.
That's why, Madam Chair, I'm also pointing at the police, but they meant alleged vigilante.
Senator Baum, you want to say
killing.
something?
Yes, magandang point yon ni Senator Cayetano. Alamin ho natin, dun sa 1,067, ilan po dun yung may cardboard, nakabalot ng duct tape, nakatali. Ito po ba 1,067 din?
Your Honor, if you allow me to present my presentation, nandun po lahat yan. Death with placard.
Yes, that's a
Walang
term that
placard.
we can use. Death with placard siguro. Or death with duct tape.
Nakalagay po doon sa presentation nyo.
Okay, thank you very much.
Madam
Chairperson.
As stated earlier, we do intend to give the Police Director General de la Rosa time tomorrow morning to present his report, and then we will have a round of questioning from the senators, and this time around, I assure my colleagues that we're going to strictly follow the first come,
Madam Chair.
first served basis. Now, Senator Joel pleaded with me that he be given 1 minute
This is
to
a
say
parliamentary-
something. Yes, Senator Joel?
But before that, Madam Chair, this is a parliamentary inquiry. Are we going to continue and follow the the list
Sinabi na.
for tomorrow, Madam Chair, just to make
Yes.
sure, because I've been here since 9:30 in the morning.
Thank you.
and
Sorry
I've yet to
about that.
speak Not a single second in this. Yes, sir.
Pinakauna po
I know,
sir.
sir. I know, sir. Just, I know it's also part of human rights, but I wanted
Yes.
to make sure lang, Madam Chair, that we will
Yes.
follow also.
Thank you so much.
Also, Madam Chair, just and the 1 minute that I asked from you, I wanted to ask po kasi if the numbers given to us, kasama po dito yung resisting arrest. I know that a lot of questions, or my own questions, would be tackled by the presentation. Kaya nga ho, we can't wait for the presentation. I just wanted to make sure, sir, baka kung wala pa man doon, baka mabigyan din tayo na isama yung resisting arrest, yung data on resisting arrest. Kasi kanina pa, nakadalawang example na tayo kanina na nakita natin, and I was told by some of our friends from PNP, meron pong PNP operational procedure, no? I think in 2013, itong Rule 37, and we wanted to make sure if this rule is being followed, because it appears kanina, dun sa nakita natin, mukhang hindi yun na-follow, and kung hindi na-follow, ano ba yung mga pupwede pa natin, kung meron po tayong gagawin. Again, just for the record, I want to put on record that we are one with the PNP chief and their crusade in fighting these evils of drug addiction in this country, itong illegal drugs na to, at we are in full support.
Thank you, Senator
Thank you,
Joel.
Madam Chair.
Those matters will be tackled and can be tackled at tomorrow's resumption of the session. I'm sorry, Senator Dick.
Madam Chair, just a point of
is that a
collective
point of
privilege.
order?
Yes, point of
Okay.
collective privilege.
1 minute.
It is my privilege to say here, for the rest of the body, that what was raised by Senator Cayetano and Senator Villanueva, we should complete the order, including Senator Aquino.
Yes.
When you say placards have to be shown, I want to point out that in the early days of previous administrations, there were houses being painted saying this is the drug of a house, this is the home of a drug pusher, and there were placards already being put around criminals, even during those times, even during the time of the chairman as CHR. I hope the chairman is listening. I'm just being fair to the public more than anything else, because even for this is nothing new. This has been going on, Madam Chair, long before this happened. Second point I'd like to make as a matter of collective privilege. Unexplained killings has been raised, as I pointed out in one of my interventions in the Senate, even by the United States government when I was lobbying for the Veterans Bill. This was raised by no less than a senator from Vermont, that they were not going to give us a dime for extrajudicial killings or unexplained killings. The other point I'd like to make is I'd like to ask the General De La Rosa if he would bring also the report on people killed riding in tandem. For so many years, we have been inflicted with this malady called riding in tandem. People are killed, and I don't hear any solution to these cases. This has been occurring long before this administration and beyond it. And so therefore, I would like to know from the General when he comes back, how many people have been killed riding in tandem? How many cases have been reported and solved and prosecuted to the successful occurrence?
Thank you, Senator Gordon. You don't have to answer that, Police Director General De La Rosa. That should form part of your report
I am not yet
tomorrow
finished,
morning.
Madam Chair, just to complete the picture so we can have a whole purchase on the investigation. I also would like to know how many cases of people, and maybe this should be from the Department of Justice, were allowed to escape from prison and have been able to perpetrate killings of people, including mayors, judges, fiscals, and finally, from the Department of Justice also, I would like to know whether, in fact, institutionally, as the law provides, and I reiterate this, how many cases of drug lords that have been incarcerated, obviously the case has been terminated in the lower courts, how many cases of confiscation of the profits of crime, meaning cars, houses, money in banks, have been confiscated by the Department of Justice and by law enforcement authorities. That is in the law.
We will consider that Because the additional materials that the good senator is asking, he wants to get from the Department of Justice, we will consider inviting representatives from the DOJ in future hearings. But right now, we have just 2 initial dates of hearings, today and tomorrow. We would want to take advantage of the time of our resource speakers and especially our witnesses kasi hindi po madali sa kanila na humaharap sa ganitong proceedings. Now, as I said, I think it's time to really call for the suspension of the proceedings, but nakiusap po sa akin si Senator Ejercito na since hindi ho siya makakadalo bukas na umaga, 1-minute questioning, and after him, then we will suspend to resume tomorrow morning. And again, kasi palagi nagagalit po sa akin si Senator Ping na kailangan sundin na po natin bukas yung order of arrival doon sa pagtatanong bukas. Yes, Senator JV.
Yes, Madam Chair, just a point of clarification. I just want to know if the witnesses, no, the relatives, if the cases of the relatives, have there been filed with the proper agencies like CHR or DOJ?
I can answer that, Senator JV.
No, just want to because Madam Chair, I just want to make sure that there's no possible encroachment of jurisdiction because the way I see it, when listening, I think the Commission of Human Rights and the other agencies have been very active, no? In fact, they have reported their this morning regarding cases of extrajudicial killings and others. So, yun lang po, I'm just worried, Madam Chair. I am hoping that this would not hamper or stop the momentum of the Philippine National Police and other agencies in the war against drugs. Alam nyo, ngayon lang ho ito. This is unprecedented because I'm a mayor myself for 9 years. And this is the first time. And even Senator Lacson, who was been chief of the PNP before, even said also that this is the first time that the PNP or the government is gaining so much ground against the war on drugs. Ang ano ko lang, Madam Chair, ngayon lang talaga ang panahon na ang mga nabubuhay sa bato, mga mahilig sa bato, nagtatago kay bato. Huwag naman sana masayang.
Well said. So, the chair now declares a resumption of the proceedings, a suspension of the proceedings to resume at 9:30 in the morning tomorrow. Thank you very much, everyone.